As you know, the BenQ Screenbar line of products are very popular among setups, especially productivity heavy setups. And even the cheapest one from BenQ, the Screenbar Lite, can cost you upwards of $100. But what if you don't want to spend, that much, or want something, sort of more compact to be able to use with your laptop? Then this light bar that I have here, that does basically 80 to 90% of what the Screenbar Lite does, costs less than $15. Hey there, it's TZ here with Technological Gadgets, always aiming to bring you the best in tech and make it work for you. On this channel, we sometimes react to other people's setups, but more often than not, we do tech reviews just like this one to help you make that purchasing decision. And in today's video in particular, we will be reviewing a sort of BenQ Screenbar Lite alternative for laptops. So if that is the content that you like to see and that sort of interests you, make sure to drop me a like so that I know that you like it, and also consider subscribing if you haven't already, if you like to help support this channel and what I do completely free of charge. And enough talking, let's get right into the review. First up, let's take a look at the packaging. It comes in this really nice sort of white box with the name and the picture of the product written on the front, with instructions on setting it up on the back, which I'll demonstrate later. And sadly, box did come slightly dented, but if it didn't, it will look even nicer. Opening it up, you get the actual light bar itself, and it looks really clean with an all matte black finish that'll fit into most setups along with paperwork. Taking a look at the front, you can see the individual LEDs, and there are quite a number of them, and of course the reflective surface that sort of bounces the LEDs and diffuse the LEDs that makes sort of this light bar work. And on the bottom, you have this clamp to where it will clip onto your display. And as for this product, it's specifically made for laptops, but do beware of sort of thicker displays such as monitors, which this is not really designed for, and the clip isn't meant for it, so you might have a hard time, or you might be unable to clip it on like an actual thicker monitor, which this light bar is meant for laptops, as I previously mentioned. Aside from that, it has a USB cable of 28 inches, which is not really long, but of course you can always extend that with a USB extension cable, which I would recommend if you are powering this light bar further away from your power source or your laptop. But for laptop use, I would say this cable is decently long enough. And inbuilt into the cable itself, there is a remote to control the brightness and color temperature while powering the whole entire light bar. As for the actual length of the light bar itself, it is 20 centimeters long, or about 10 inches long, which is really nice and a compact size, and fits a 13-inch laptop really well. So this small and compact size makes it a really great option for those of you who are traveling a lot, which is meant which is the demographic of this product, since it is meant for people who use laptops and stuff like that. Next, let's talk about why you would want something like this in the first place. This takes up way less desk space than a traditional lamp, which this product aims to replace, and does not shine the light directly at your display. It can be especially bad if the display is like especially if your display is not a matte display and it's like a really glossy display. Which is good for reducing reflections, and by shining it sort of directly downwards, like how this light bar does it. It illuminates the keyboard area, especially if you have a more budget laptop. that doesn't have keyboard backlighting, and also illuminates the desk as well, so that if you are writing documents or whatever that is, you can get light and do your stuff there. Now, for how to set it up, I'll be demonstrating this with a laptop, which is pretty simple, but any display should work the same way as long as the clamp fits. So all you have to do is you open up the clamp by pressing it down, and then lining up with the center of your display, usually with the webcam of your laptop, and then releasing it so that it clamps firmly to the laptop. Then make sure you plug in the USB end into a USB port on your computer, laptop, or any sort of wall brick and stuff like that to supply it power, and then turn it on, and you're basically done. And of course, if you need, you can position it so that it illuminates your keyboard and it doesn't shine into your display. As for features, you have this inline remote, like I mentioned, which allows you to turn the light bar on and off, set the brightness to 3 different color temperatures of 33,000 Kelvin, 4,000 Kelvin, and 6,500 Kelvin. Also, you can tilt the light bar, as I mentioned, up to 120 degrees for your convenience, so that it doesn't shine onto your display, or you want to shine light somewhere else as well. It does work, and all this just makes it more customizable for you, and sort of how you want to, what setting you want to use it in and how you want to use it in. Now onto how it actually performs, in sort of day-to-day usage. And after using it for a few weeks myself, personally, I have realized that this is a great desk lamp replacement, especially if you don't have a desk lamp. And if you are looking to get one, the benefits are it not only saves space on your desk, but lights up sort of the in front of your monitor or laptop, which is most likely where you want your sort of light to be shining. And it's great for writing, or even using your computer with a keyboard that with a laptop keyboard that doesn't have backlighting, and you can see the keys, especially in the dark. And also it from what I noticed, it puts lesser strain on your eyes, especially if you are using your laptop display at like a higher brightness in a sort of darker environment. And even in daytime, it also helps to shine extra light and put lesser strain on your eyes, in my opinion. And it just makes the whole computing experience just much better. Aside from that, it gives your display some sort of good ambient lighting, of which the color temperature you can change and adjust based on what mood you're going for, and also to sort of to your liking, and as I said, reduce strain on your eyes, making using sort of the monitor for long periods of time, especially very long periods of time, for like 12 or more hours, which in my experience, I've done it many times, sort of more bearable and more comfortable on your eyes, especially as I said, in much darker environments, sort of like at night and stuff like that, thus increasing your productivity overall and reducing sort of eye fatigue, which I know can be very uncomfortable, especially if you're doing it like day in and day out. Moreover, since it is so small and compact, it is great to use with a laptop. But for monitors, you can still use it, but it's a bit small, and you are not able to use it with a variety of monitors. The monitor does have to be really thin. And who is this product for? So if you are someone who owns a laptop or has sort of a laptop setup, like a more portable laptop setup, this is a great option to pick up for under $15, which is insane. However, if you are planning to use this with like a sort of a bigger monitor, especially with sort of thicker display, you might want to consider its sort of bigger option for about an extra $10 to $15 more to have more coverage and also more brightness, more LEDs and things like that, basically an upsized version of it. But overall, for less than a sixth of the price of the Screenbar Lite, this is definitely an awesome alternative if you want a more sort of more compact screen bar, something like the Screenbar Lite. And it's definitely, you know, sort of a great laptop accessory to pair with your laptop. So if you like this video so far, make sure to drop me a like to let me know, and subscribe if you haven't already to help support this channel and what we do completely for free. Other than that, let me know down in the comment section below if you would like me to review a sort of bigger brother and see how it stacks up to the more compact version. If you like to, make sure to leave a comment down below letting me know that you want to. Last but not least, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.